I think they're lying about these record-breaking numbers when it comes to Black Friday. And I think that they're lying because it's easier to then deny people of their basic needs if they can say, oh, well, people were shopping for things that they really don't need during a time where they claimed that they didn't have the money.
Americans keep on doing the same mistake over and over again. New Black Friday sales data came out, and apparently you spent more than last year, even though people are the brokest they ever been.
Nobody's shopping on Black Friday.
Empty. Sephora, empty.
Walmart being empty during Black Friday does not surprise me.
You know it went so bad when you see the news trying to force the propaganda that Black Friday was a success.
Okay, so they're reporting record profits from Black Friday, right? But I feel like most of us have seen the diagram of like the 10 to 20 companies that are just holding each other up by sending their funds back and forth to each other to look like they're profitable. And so how are we supposed to not think that that's exactly what they're doing with the reports from the sales for Black Friday? They didn't even want to release the jobs report because it was so effing bad. So you're telling me the job report is so bad, but all these people that don't have jobs are spending money?
Did y'all go shopping? Ladies and gentlemen, did y'all go shopping? Because we all know we had a very good campaign of blackout the system, right? People were like, we're not going to be spending this Thanksgiving, this Black Friday. And of course, DJT, he decided to cut the snaps. So clearly he didn't want people to be fed during Thanksgiving, right? Yeah, people were like, okay, we're not going to spend. You will not see us in the store. And out of the blue, we are seeing the news where Walmart and Target are saying, high time or record high, Black Friday sales. And people are like, who are you lying to? Who are you lying to? Because if there's one thing and one thing only Americans will do, they will show you pettiness and they will show it on the internet. No, because people are posting and saying, where are the record high sales? Where did they come from? Who came to your stores? Why do you want to lie? Why do they so badly want to lie that Black Friday was a success? Let me tell you my theory. When white people wake up and say they're going to do something, it will be covered on the internet. The news will cover everything. If it was a success, it will be covered to the T. If it was a failure, they will try on the news to make it look like it was a success. When black people say we're going to do something, whether it was a success, they will make sure it was not a success. Okay? Because what the media is trying to do is to show people that, you see, that blackout the system that black people say they were going to do, it's not working. It didn't work. People came to shop. And it will be okay if they're trying to lie that, okay, at least white people came to shop. But even white people are saying, where did we come to? Walmart, don't lie on our names. Target, don't be lying.
Walmart being empty during Black Friday does not surprise me. Best Buy being empty during Black Friday does not surprise me. All these stores being empty during Black Friday does not surprise me. And the only people that's at fault are these companies, because y'all have drove the prices up so high that consumerism can't keep up. And I never thought that we will ever see this day that consumerism wouldn't be able to keep up with the prices of things now. People have now realized that the deals that you guys are having are phony. People are realizing that you guys are marking up things before they go on sale. So then the sales price even ends up being higher than the actual price before Black Friday. And then y'all don't even have the courtesy to take the sticker off before the sale so that people wouldn't figure it out. People have also started shopping online a lot more, which even that market isn't doing too good, because people are now realizing that y'all are even marking up those prices before y'all quote unquote put them on sale. So why are these stores empty? It's because they got too greedy. It's as simple as that. They have outgreeded consumerism, and that's saying a lot. You want people to shop at your store for Black Friday? Bring the actual deals back. Make things actually 80% off. And the craziest thing about Black Friday this year is that I feel like Lowe's won. Lowe's, like out of all the stores, Lowe's. But let me know what you guys think. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
So I'm on my way into Walmart to see how many people are shopping on Black Friday. This is my Walmart where I work at, and we're just gonna see how busy it is. And let's see what everybody looking to buy, because I see some people that's kind of speeding ahead, that's kind of running. As you can see, it's empty right here. It's pretty empty. Nobody, got a couple of people going this way. Not that many. Kind of quiet, real quiet. Let's go back to electronics. I guess that's where the action would be. I know back in the days, that's where the action was, electronics. So I'm gonna head to electronics. But right now, y'all can see, really, not that many people in here. But like I said, the action is always in electronics. And we're gonna get to where the shippers are. These are the main shippers. You can see a couple of people. We're gonna keep walking. That's that scoop collection that I was telling y'all about. We still have a lot left. Just walking in. Not that many people out here, guys. Let's go to electronics and see if that's where the line is going to get longer. Wow. Not that many people over here at all. Not that many people in electronics. I was expecting way more. Okay. I'm gonna go up this way. We got some more shippers. I hear people over here.
Yeah, good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
You out today?
No, I'm just videotaping. You know I do TikTok. Not that many people. They still unwrapping stuff.
Malls were empty on Black Friday. Just watch this video.
This is the Black Friday deal. $15.98 for this 40-gallon, right? Behind it, it's cheaper. They are scamming us, guys.
It's $1 cheaper.
This is Sam's Club. Can't believe it.
Americans keep on doing the same mistake over and over again. New Black Friday sales data came out, and apparently you spent more than last year, even though people are the brokest they ever been. The highest delinquency rates in car loans, the highest credit card debt we have, and a lot of people are failing on their student loans. Actually, delinquencies on student loans have never been this high since before the pandemic. Apparently, we spent 9% more in America during Black Friday, both online and retail. Even though retail was only a 1% increase, online was a 9% increase. What really got me is the fact that we bought more in terms of money value, but we actually bought less in terms of items, which means that most of the extra revenue that was done was because of inflation. The moment Americans will stop spending in bullshit items, the moment we actually decide that for 4 months we only gonna buy groceries and the basic needs, that's the moment where everything will drop in prices, because companies will not make money and they will be forced to drop prices. You have the power because you are the consumer, yet you keep on getting screws because you operate as an individual that is insecure about looking broke. So by keep on consuming, you're literally pushing up this inflation and everything. Indirectly, the central banks are printing money and everything, but it's also a consequence of consumption. Until Americans don't learn to have a good life without extreme consumption, this will keep on going forever, making the poorer poorer and the richer richer, because the people that are making money are the owners of the companies that you are buying the products from. But then again, it's too complicated for you to understand.
Online Black Friday sales hit a record high this year. Americans spent almost $12 billion online for Black Friday. And you're probably thinking that people are spending more money and buying more things, but actually what ended up happening is people spent more, but people bought less. So when everyone was saying, oh, we're not going to be buying as much this year during Black Friday, they meant that. People did not buy as much, but the prices went up. And so again, we've hit another year of record high sales. And honestly, I think they just inflate the prices so much because they know people aren't going to be buying as much, and so they can still hit their goal of breaking whatever record for profits that they're bringing in. Because people did not buy as much. People literally did not buy as much, but at the same time, there are record-breaking profits from online Black Friday sales. How does that even add up? If people are buying less, how are you guys getting record amounts of money in profits from online Black Friday? That's just telling us that they are inflating the prices so much. And I believe it's intentional because they knew people wouldn't be buying things during this holiday season as much. And so they just inflated the prices so fucking much to where no matter what, people are going to buy less, but they're still going to be making more money. When does that make sense? It is literally Black Friday. People bought less than before, but there is a record-breaking profit of $12 billion that was spent online for Black Friday with less items being bought. Like, they just literally inflate the prices to hell. They literally just inflate the prices as much as they can because they know items aren't going to be bought as much as they usually are, so they can still make record-breaking profits.
Okay, for everybody getting upset with the Black Friday numbers, did the blackout efforts work? And retailers reporting a 4% increase in sales from last year, that this is bad news. I cannot stress enough that these numbers do not take into account inflation. They do not take into account inflation. And we already know that prices have risen at least 4% since last year due to the tariffs. So what this means is that the sales were very flat, maybe even slightly less in terms of number of items purchased. Yeah, and the retailers know this. So are the economists. So just keep that in mind.
I'm going to need some of you to start doing your own due diligence, right? Because so many people are getting on the internet and are posting these articles that says more people are shopping now more than ever. More money is being spent. Like, are you just reading the headline? Because the vast majority of those articles, once you get into it, will tell you why that is, right? It's not that more people are shopping despite a boycott. It's that prices are on the rise due to tariffs and inflations. That is why more money is being spent. They're not saying that more people are purchasing items more than ever, that people are standing in line for hours, are buying multiple products. They're saying things are more expensive. Okay? And also, the media has a stake in forcing you to believe a particular narrative about the state of the economy. They do. But we're still not getting a jobs report from the federal government. We know that more than 1 million people have been laid off this year alone, not accounting for 2024 and 2023. People who have still not found employment since COVID. And you are believing one article or a series of articles and have not done the due diligence of actually reading those articles or doing any sort of follow-up research. Some of y'all are becoming your parents on Facebook, just believing anything and everything. But like, the animosity to already like blame consumers for the state of the world, put the blame to where the power lies, babes. Okay, because it doesn't lie in the average American who are just struggling to get by. Right, the narrative that people are spending astronomical amounts of money, while at the same time we know that the vast majority of Americans cannot afford a $200 emergency. Right, premiums are about to skyrocket. Gas is on the rise. But yeah, you are believing that people are just purchasing dozens of sneakers and electronics and like be for real. That's why many of these companies have extended their sale well into the week, because they know folks are not purchasing the way that they used to, because people are broke. Not everybody, but a lot of people are. Okay? That being said, I have coffee at home. I haven't had Starbucks in 2 years. It's actually extremely easy not to drink Starbucks.
You know what I love about the time that we're in right now is we'll see articles that say record high, I think it was $11.8 billion spent on Black Friday, and every single person will look at that and be like, they're lying. That's bullshit, right? And the devil's in the details, because in the article itself, it just talks about the amount of money that was spent, not the amount of items that were purchased, right? And so we can, without argument, agree that that's due to inflation, and due to inflation and everything being so expensive, that buying simple necessities is a lot of money being spent, even if you're not buying all the same items that you used to, right? Because it's been like, if anything, it shows that they're robbing us blind and that they're overcharging us for absolutely no reason. Because I'm sorry, I don't know a single person, like, I don't know a family member, a friend who went Black Friday shopping. I know people who have been shopping, like buying things they need. I don't know anybody who was like, oh, I'm going to go Black Friday shopping. Not a single person. And I grew up in a time where Black Friday shopping was a thing. Like, I went with my parents. I went with my mom. Like, you prepped for Black Friday. We went super early in the morning. We might have not been sitting in lines, but we went super early in the morning. So I know ball. Okay? I know ball. So I don't know anybody, now that I'm almost 35, a mother myself. I don't know anybody my age, older, younger, who are like, oh, I'm going to wait till Black Friday to buy that. I'm not even going to wait till Cyber Monday. No one even cares about that, because now we're picking up on the schemes. Now they're actually making things way more expensive during these specific sales that they're saying that we can save on, and actually making it more expensive than it would be on a regular average day without the holidays. And so we know they're scamming us. And I think that's the only good thing about the Trump administration, is that they have made scamming people and just like flat out lying to people so like apparent that you would be an oblivious fool if you didn't look at something and go, that's not right. That's not right. That's a lie. Right? Like, when you see anything, job reports, anything at all, you can actually look at these things and be like, it's not real, and you're not going to be a conspiracy theorist. Like, I won't think you're a conspiracy theorist for seeing numbers being reported and going, I believe that's a lie, or the truth is in the details, which is in the contents of the article. Because, everybody's not reading articles. But now when I see a headline, I'm like, that's inflammatory. That's just to get you to read it. Because when you finally read it, you're like, okay, but that's not what the title is. No, right? So like, now we all know they're playing in our face. And again, thanks to the Trump administration for being so awful, so scammy, we're able to look at these things and go, yeah, they're lying. They're twisting the truth. They're doing it just to get people's attention, because then you read it or you find out the information and you're like, yeah, they're lying. Same thing with the jobs report. That's probably why they're not putting out October job report. That's why they're not giving us clear and concise numbers for a lot of things, because the numbers are probably really awful. The truth of the matter is, no one's spending money. No one's buying. The housing market is obviously showing that. No one's buying. The car market is showing that, right? Everybody's getting laid off. Who's buying these things? Like, at some point, people are running out of money. And they're running out of money that they need to survive. They're not going Black Friday shopping. They're not buying new cars. There's hundreds of millions of people in the United States. So are some people doing it? Yeah, but I doubt that's even crushing the 100,000 threshold of human beings. People are buying necessities. People are using this time to buy necessities and exchange the necessities with each other. They are not just frivolously spending. And again, I don't think it's because people are trying to be better with their money. The economy is killing people. Just because media and typical economist reports and whatever are unwilling to, like, say recession, I don't need the words recession to pop up to articulate what we are actually experiencing. We are, in fact, experiencing a K-shaped economy in which the bottom half, which is middle class and the poor, are in a recession. Saying it on primetime news, saying it on Fox, CNN, MSNBC is irrelevant to me. I don't care if those people in the upper echelons are weighing whether or not we're in a recession because they're waiting on the stock market to represent that. When every single person in your everyday life is weighing buying groceries or paying bills, you know you are in a physical recession. You are operating where people are suffering. At the same time, then costs are going up. At the same time, people are losing jobs, not because they're doing bad, not even because the layoffs are necessary, but because we have greedy corporations doing what they're doing. Because we have an awful government that is starving people. So I don't actually want to hear people aren't saving money. I'm not buying into it. People are saving money. And again, it's not because we become uber responsible
We are being backed into a corner. And I don't think people are saving money just because they want to. They don't have a choice. It's either that or be homeless.